Parshas Pikudei, end of the book of Shmos, and marching towards Purim. In the Parshas, the last Parshas of the book of Shmos is all about the building of the Mishkan. There's a lot of materials and a lot to say about the materials. One of the materials is Sheish. It's a beautiful kind of linen. Sheish is mentioned all over. It adds to the beauty of the Mishkan. It adds to the beauty of the clothing of the Kohen Gadol. It is even described as the clothing that was given to Yosef when he became second in command. Paro gave him Pikudei Sheish. You have to wonder what's so special about the Sheish, why it's the cloth of royalty, why it was something that was there in the Beis Hamikdash, that was there in the Mishkan, in the tabernacle. What's so special about Sheish? What does it represent? The name of Sheish is a little funny. It's just like, you have two letters kicking around, you stick them together. Oh, look what we got. We got Sheish. We know that every letter has a koach, every letter has a power. And Kodesh Baruch Hu created the world. He used the letters of the world to be able to create, and he took the koach of each letter, an aleph, a beis, an aleph, and a gimel, an aleph, and a dalet. He took all of them, he put them together, and when he put them together, he created something from those letters. So the letters have an energy. The letters have a life to them. Bitzalel even knew how to take those letters and to be able to put them together and to be able to create things just from the letters and the energy of the letters themselves. What is the energy of this Sheish? So I'll tell you that it's not only by clothing. And the truth is that there are many, many words like this, and I could go into many, many details, but we'll just look at a few, especially when you look at Purim. Where's the place that this whole story happened? Shushan, two shins. When we finish reading the Megillah, we talk about Shoshanas Yaakov. When the Jews won the war, La Yehuda Ma'asa'ora v'simcha v'sasson v'yikar. And our sages say that the word sasson represents bris milah, that we had a rejuvenation of bris milah. How does the word sasson mean bris milah? Because sos anochi al imrasecha. And again, the word sus, rejoicing, from the two shins. When there's a marriage, we say kol sasson v'kol simcha. The voice of sasson and the voice of simcha. Again, sasson, the two sins. So what exactly does that mean? Let's take a look at the Gemara in Brachos, Daf Lamed Amud Beis, that the Gemara says that Abaye have Yosef kame the Rabbi. Abaye was once sitting in front of Rabbi. Chazi saw the have a kabbalah too. He saw that he was like overjoyed. He was euphoric. So he looks at him and he says, "Wait a second, V'gilu b'ra'ada." He says, "Doesn't it say V'gilu b'ra'ada that your joy has to be tempered by ra'ada, by fear and by awe, and that it's a good thing to have gila. It's a good thing to have this euphoria and this joy and this happiness, but it has to be put in check." So he answers him, "Amalei ana tefillin menachnas." He says, "I'm wearing tefillin." What kind of answer is that? You're euphoric. You're over the line. Oh, he says, "No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. I'm wearing tefillin." So what you wearing tefillin? Tefillin. How is that a cause for this euphoria? How does it allow for this euphoria? So if you take a look at the tefillin, we know that on tefillin there are two shins. There's a four-headed shin and a three-headed shin. And it's fascinating that the three-headed shin sits inside the four-headed shin. Our rabbis tell us that when the Torah was given to us, it was given to us black fire on white fire. And to give a very quick, simple explanation of that is black fire and white fire represents the inability to be able to see color, something beyond our ability to be able to see. And that represents God's Torah, the depth of every single letter and every single word of Torah. But the black fire is the fire, the part that we can understand. The four-headed shin and the three-headed shin is God's Torah and God's depth of understanding, and the three-headed shin is our ability to be able to relate to it. That's why the four-headed shin is on the left-hand side, which is God's right-hand side. But these two shins also represent two opposites, not just in that it's God's Torah, the heavenly Torah and the earthly Torah, but they also represent the 4 mothers and the 3 fathers. And we know that men and women were opposites. We see the world from different places. And on our tefillin, we have these 2 shins which represent these opposites of the world, and the 2 of them come together in our service of Hashem. They come together in our tefillin. And when 2 things come together, when we take disparate ends, when we take opposites, and we're able to unite opposites, and we're able to bring them in with each other, that result is a tremendous joy. That's why he turns to him and he says, Ano tefillin menachno. I'm euphoric because this is my whole life. It's all about bringing in all the disparate ends and parts and pieces of my life, and they're all together now when they're wearing. That's why the tefillin is my crown, because it pulls everything together. Marriage, you take 2 opposites and you put them together, you unite them and turn them into one. Take 2 souls and turn it into one. Take a man and a woman and turn it into one. And when you take things that are opposite and disparate and you turn them into one, koil sasson. That's sasson. That's 2 shins coming and uniting. You know, it's fascinating that the shin, the construction of the letter shin, is 3 sticks united together in a base. Torah, avoda, gemilus, chasadim. Our actions, our intellect, our emotions. Whatever 3 you want to put in there. But it's 3 disparate things that join together and unite as one. And that's the koyach, the energy of the letter shin. The numerical value of the letter shin is 300. 100 is perfection. 300 is perfection in each and every area. And then when you perfect each and every area, then the world continues. And when you put that together, from both parts of your life, from the heavenly part of your life and the earthly part of your life, you put those 2 together. You take those 2 shins and unite them. And that becomes sus. That becomes an incredible amount of joy. The city where all of this took place in the story of Purim was supposed to happen in Shushan. It happened in Shushan. It was supposed to be a city of where we took the opposites. It was a city of opulence. And it was supposed to be united with the Kedusha of the Jewish people. We dropped that ball until we recognized that it was time to do tshuva, and we recognized that it was time to pull ourselves together. And when we did, what was the result? The result in Shushan was the Yehudim Haisa, Ora v'simcha, v'sasain v'yakar. We had those 2 Sheish together. We had that sasson, that incredible joy. Bris Milah, the pulling together of the physical world and the spiritual world. Shoishanas Yaakov, when the Jewish people pulled ourselves together, then we became like a Shoshana, we became like the 6-petaled flower, where we took all of our pieces and we united all of our pieces. Because when we take all of our pieces together, that gives us a sasson, a very deep sense of joy and a very deep sense of happiness and a very deep sense of accomplishment. And that's why the material Sheish was the material of royalty, was the material of the Kohen Gadol, was the material of the Mishkan. Because it was a constant reminder to us that that's what life is all about. Taking all the different pieces and all the different parts, and weaving them together and uniting them into one. That we don't have 2 different personalities. We don't have a shul personality and a street personality. We don't have a home personality and a work personality. We have to take all of those pieces and integrate them and have a consistency and a constancy in our lives. And that's sus. That's sussing. That's the ultimate joy that we're trying to achieve. And then when on Purim, we're able to recognize that it's all one. That there's no difference between the blessing of Mordechai and the cursing of Haman, because it's all one. And it all integrates and goes to the same place. Ein od milvado. It all goes to that place of there is none other besides God, and everything revolves around God. And therefore, everything in my world, both in my physical world, my spiritual world, everything comes together as one. Then that sentence that we say in the Megillah is not merely just a recording of history, but it becomes an identity marker for us, and it becomes something to shoot for, and a blessing that we can confer on the others. La Yehudim haisa ora v'simcha v'sasson v'yikar. We should be zeichet to achieve that sasson in our lifetimes, that sasson in our daily existence, that sasson in Purim, that ability to be able to take all of the opposites and all of the loose pieces, tie them together as one in the service of the Master of the universe, and that we should truly achieve sasson, this deep and incredible joy. Have a beautiful, beautiful Shabbos.